Hi, my name is Eileen Email, and I serve the non-speaking autistic community and their parents. One of the ways I'm most passionate about serving is through education. Simply put, the old paradigm looked at relating and treating autism through a lens of things that you could measure, aka physical motor responses. This could look like I ask you a question and you respond by touching the right answer. Well, this isn't a clear and accurate way of measuring how smart they are because it doesn't take the truth into account. The truth that those with non-speaking autism don't have a typically working motor system. What does this mean? It means that the way that we can think about something and then put it out in a motor response, they can't do that. So let me paint a clear picture for you. For a neurotypical, let's say 5-year-old, you could put 5 colors out in front of them and say, touch orange. And the neurotypical child with a typical motor system could easily reach out and touch the orange. Whereas in many cases, let's say a non-speaking child with autism, also 5 years old, you tell them to touch the orange and they might think, I know what orange is. I want to reach out and touch it, but something's not allowing me to do that. Or there's something going on outside and I can't focus my body to initiate that movement. Those processes aren't easily there for many of them. So we can see how very unfair this is and how very inaccurate this is when it comes to testing or measuring their intelligence or just relating to them and connecting with them in general. So in my opinion, with this old paradigm, we've been putting years and years into misunderstanding these non-speaking autistics. What can we all do in this right now moment as parents, as teachers, as caregivers, as those in the community who have to be with or relate to people with non-speaking autism? We can assert the new paradigm of presuming competence fully in the autistic individual, even if their motor responses don't match what we are trained to see and acknowledge as comprehension. This new paradigm, in my opinion, takes into account the fuller whole picture that can't so easily be measured with outside correct motor responses. The truth is often in the unseen and goes well beyond verbal communication. We must get in tune with the new paradigm if we ever want to foster a new and greater vision that is going to feed the gifts of the non-speaking community rather than squash them. So if you don't know what I'm referring to when I talk about presuming competence, especially if you're an autism parent, I would definitely encourage you into looking into purchasing my course. I go over presuming competence, what is it, and how to implement it. I also go over how I think our energy as a collective has been wasted over the years when treating and relating and teaching non-speaking autistics. And I give the top ways on what I think we should be putting our energy into in order not to waste it anymore and to serve the community as fully as we can and to give them and meet them with what they deserve. If you're interested, you can DM me here on my Instagram or on my Facebook, In Phase, In Tune with Autism. Just put it in the search bar. And if you DM me today for the course link, January 23rd or tomorrow, I will send you a promo code for a 10% discount. This information absolutely needs to be acquired, embodied, and shared if we want the collective to shift up into the new paradigm, aka the truth, the whole truth. Fortunately, I do feel like we are on our way and there are plenty of us on the right side of history. Be part of the change by educating yourself and embodying this information. And you can do that also by tuning into my podcast. You can search In Phase, In Tune with Autism on any podcast platform. And please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions by messaging me here on Instagram or Facebook. Again, I'm Eileen Email, and always remember to presume competence in the non-speaking autistic community.